Real Scene TV is brought to you by Top Shelf Productions.
Hello, Indianapolis. It is Saturday night, and that means it's time for another episode of Real Scene TV.
We are back on the couch in our studios at the 247 Sky Bar.
Winter is almost over, and March means that final roar of new weather, sunshine, and March Madness.
Speaking of March Madness, this gal is a huge expert.
I mean, I did win my tournament last year, and tomorrow is Selection Sunday, so I'm banking to win the tournament again this year.
Who do you think is going to be some of the strong go-tos in this season?
I think the question on everybody's mind is, who can beat Kentucky? It could be a Cinderella story, the underdogs coming out of nowhere, or they're going to take it all the way through and win the championship like everybody's predicting.
All I know is my money's on your bracket. Last year, only one team was left in the Elite Eight in my bracket after the first round of games.
So basically, nobody used John for any March Madness.
Terrible reference.
All right, so tonight we have a great show lined up for you, and here is what's coming up next.
We're at Wizard World Comic Book Convention, Indianapolis, Indiana, downtown. Oh my God, we're having too much fun. You all stay tuned.
The Oscars come to Indy here at the Red Carpet event hosted by Midwest Fashion Week and Sophie V.
I'm at the Library Restaurant and Pub enjoying some history, art, and incredible food.
I'm at the 2015 Red Bull 3-Style DJ Battle.
I'm here with Gary Deegan, who plays Rooster Hannigan in Broadway and Indy's production of Annie.
I am here with Audio Dacite, and we are talking about their CD release party coming up at the Vogue.
We have got a great show, and we know you're going to love it. Plus, you get to hang out with us on the red couch.
Real Scene TV starts now.
Closed captioning brought to you by Red Lion Grog House in Fountain Square. The best English food this side of the pond.
Superhero fans, vampire lovers, and Trekkies attend Indy's first Wizard World Comic-Con. The event is a celebration of comic books, video games, cult television, and our newest host, Raymond, joined Alexandra at the Convention Center for the event.
I am the Revolution, and I am here with Jerry Milani, and we are at Wizard World Comic Con, Indianapolis. It is a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Welcome in.
Are you a little frightened right now about my energy?
There's so much energy here, nothing frightens me anymore.
Nothing frightens you. So let's talk about Wizard World. Tell me, how does something go from a comic book collector guide to such a massive United States and global phenomenon of comic book conventions?
You know, for years we did 6 shows, 4 shows, kind of with our flagships in Chicago and Philly. We find 1 or 2 other cities, and then about 3 years ago we decided this thing has a national appeal, and there are cities across the country that want, deserve, can't wait for a show like ours. And we expanded to 8 shows in 2013, 16 shows last year, 27 shows this year. So fortunately, we've been trying to get to Indianapolis for several years. We finally found a date that worked for us, worked with the convention center, worked on the whole convention calendar, and here we are.
I'm here with Ravager. Ravager, what do you think of Comic-Con? Come on, Logan, let's go.
This is my best friend, Wolvie. He loves me so much, right? He's always like, oh, get away from me.
Are you camera shy?
No, I just don't like him.
Oh!
This is the Revolution. We still are at Wizard World Comic Book Convention, and with me now is Matt from 103 FM, Indianapolis. How you doing today, sir?
What's going on, my friend?
Oh, it's going. It's kind of happening, exciting. I'm looking at a sexy Pikachu here.
There's all
cosplayer.
kinds of great cosplay around here. We got a cosplay contest, I think, going on tomorrow, and Todd from our morning show is going to be out there helping out with that. It's going to be a great weekend out here at the convention center.
Thank you so much, Matt.
Thank you.
I hope to see you. Cosplay action, perhaps?
Well, maybe. If I get a little wild hair, it'll happen.
Okay. Hey, if you see me in a Power Girl outfit, I said it.
With the boob window and everything.
With the boob window, bro. Make sure I get a perfect score of 10, shall you?
All right.
I'm here with Tavia. She's another vendor here at Wizard World, and she has cool things like Captain America's shield. It is a real shield. It will protect you. What else do we have going on in here?
Well, the company specializes in custom-made Japanese katanas. We've got daggers for days, we've got foam stuff, we've got wood stuff. Our price range goes from about $20 to about $17,500. So,
I have that.
I mean, a bit of a range. Yeah, I mean, we got you.
You are one of the most hardest working people out here. And everyone seems to, like, what did you tell me before the interview started? You said people gravitate to you to come to these cons to tell you that they dig you.
At the end of the day, when you do film, there's not a reciprocal current of energy. If, for example, if I do stage, if I do theater, I tell a joke and you get immediate applause, so you know that joke worked or it didn't. If I do something dramatic, there's an emotional response from the crowd. But with film, it's not the case. So to get the feedback, you really have to come to these events to meet people. And it's an emotionally moving experience when somebody comes up and they say, wow, you know, when I was a kid I saw Powder and it changed my life.
Indianapolis grows every day with more conventions coming through our area. Right now, Indiana Comic-Con is going on, but you can find a full listing of the conventions coming to Indianapolis by checking out the Convention Center's website. Oscar weekend was well underway and the industry was out in full force for award season's biggest night. Standing in a circle of beautiful women, food, and drinks, John mingles with Bernie Martin.
I have to ask you as well, are you pulling for American Sniper too?
Absolutely. It was a great film.
It was a great film. Keisha Monet, who is actually one of the models from Midwest Fashion Week, working tonight's event. You look absolutely lovely here on the red carpet. What is your thoughts on tonight's event? It's a huge place, wonderfully done. Yeah. What's your thoughts so far on tonight's event?
I just think this is the most beautiful place I've ever been in.
Both of you guys are just shining beacons of fashion tonight.
Absolutely. So we're wearing couture by Bernie. You know, some of the pants.
Me too.
I love it.
Absolutely. All of us are in couture.
Simple, stylish, and you know, definitely doing a big impact here for the Midwest, bringing fashion in the scene where it's not heard of. You know, bringing back that Cali, that New York style here to in our home.
And actually, our nonprofit we founded is partnering up for the Midwest Fashion Week in the spring. So that's the main connection right there, man.
This is the only thing that's kind of a name product. It's a vintage Chanel I purchased at an estate sale probably 20 years ago, and I've worn it probably 3 times. So I thought tonight would be a good occasion to wear it.
And we have the fortune of being taught a little bit of how to dance this evening, correct?
We're gonna show whatever they want to learn tonight. So if they want to learn salsa, we're gonna teach them salsa. We'll teach you how easy it is. So if you wanted to do the foxtrot, right?
I am wearing an Elan fur. They are one of our sponsors for Midwest Fashion Week Spring 2015.
Tell us about this connection right here. We have Midwest Fashion Week behind us and Sophie B.
Yes, so Sophie B is an event rental business. This is my estate and it's available for rent for weddings, corporate events, or anything related to maybe Fashion Week. My client Luis de Alba, he actually rented the estate to do an Oscars themed party for this evening. And I am also head of operations for our Spring Midwest Indianapolis fashion show for Midwest Fashion Week.
So you're quite the business lady, very involved in the community, and you have a lovely estate here.
Thank you. It's very fun for parties.
It is very fun for parties. I've been here and have been walking around, and everyone has been excited about this place and just the atmosphere and environment. Tell us more about Elan Furs. It's a big involvement and big partner for this evening.
Yeah, that's true. We are Elan Furs, like we are from 30 years ago in the same business. We do have one here in Indianapolis, and we do have one in Chicago. We do custom made, we do everything. We have all the skin inside the store, so.
Are there any secrets that you can start leaking out to us or maybe get some Real Scene TV exclusive here?
Well, it will be a, let's just say, producers of Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, producers are actually producing the Midwest Fashion Week. How does that sound to you?
Oh, that sounds really good to me. That sounds really good to me. So you put on an incredible event every time I'm here. So thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you very much for coming.
Midwest Fashion Week is just a few weeks away. Keep an eye out for all the events and activities coming up in the next few weeks with Bernie Martin and his team. Fine steaks, seafood, pasta, and other exceptional fare housed in a new age French chateau. The library is the premier restaurant in the Indianapolis airport area.
We're here with Ajma Ro, one of the family members of the family-owned library, restaurant, and pub. And you're known for 3 things here.
Yes, a little history, a lot of art, and above all, incredible food.
I love that tagline. Now, what is the history here at the library, restaurant, and pub?
Well, we are housed in a French chateau, which was originally built as a French restaurant back in the late 70s, early 80s by a man named Lou Gen. And so originally we have the roots of a restaurant. It got closed down for being a business corporate building, and then my family bought it about 9 years ago and reopened it back up to the restaurant it is today. So it's fabulous.
Well, you have kept that history along with the art around here. So tell us about the art that's in there.
Right, so with the French theme, we have gone with a French themed artwork, kind of the Napoleon era. So we have a little fun thing going on between Napoleon and Josephine. You can read about it in our newsletters. It's a lot of fun. We also have little hidden pictures in the artwork, but they are all original oil paintings that were done.
There's also a local flair because not only do you have the history there, but you have history from the city of Indianapolis.
Absolutely. So if you go into our bar, we have oil paintings that are of sports teams. So you'll see the Colts and you'll see the race cars, and it's very nice that we have some Hoosier history. And
one of the best parts here is the food. Absolutely incredible. I got to have dinner with you and it was amazing. What do you guys serve here?
Well, our specialty is our prime rib, which we slow roast overnight in-house every night. Yes, and then we have great steaks. We can cut our steaks in-house, age them in-house. Everything is done fresh by our chef. Great seafood, great pastas, great dessert. So, right?
And a great bar. You have a fantastic bar and a very extensive wine list.
Absolutely, yes. We love wine at the library restaurant, and so we have a great wine list. We like to go enjoy the patio in the summertime and enjoy the company with our friends and family.
You also have a lot of opportunity for events here, both that you guys host and put on, and that you can end up renting out the place.
That is correct. We have 4 beautiful banquet rooms, and we've housed everything from small little corporate meetings to big wedding or small weddings. Yeah, it's really nice, beautiful rooms for hosting events.
Absolutely beautiful environment, and some of the events that you were telling me about, giving a little teaser, incredible. So if you want to come to these events, how can people do that?
Well, you can visit us on our Facebook site. We do post all of the events on there. And give us a call. We do have a website, www.thelibrary-indy.com. We also have a rewards program for our customers that come back. So they get their points for free food, and then they also get to see our newsletter, read our newsletter, and see all the fun things that are going on through that, and email as well.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having dinner with you tonight.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for letting me explore the beautiful art and the history here at the library, restaurant, and pub. Kaylin, you have got to head out to the west side and try this restaurant.
Why was it so great?
Hands down, one of the best steaks I've ever had.
Now that is a pretty big claim, John.
It is a big claim. Top 5, absolutely delicious, and the atmosphere is incredible. Kind of like food meets fashion.
So coming up on March 25th, one of the great events going on for Midwest Fashion Week is Food Meets Fashion. You're not going to believe this. You get 5 restaurants. You're going to travel around, get 5 different small plates, drinks. It's a whole package that you're not going to want to miss out. So check out Food Meets Fashion during Midwest Fashion Week. And coming up, we have the backstage scoop of Broadway Across America's Annie.
Alexandra chats with Audio Dacite.
And we have an inside look at the Red Bull DJ 3-Style Challenge.
Equipment for RSTV provided in part by Roberts Everything Photo, Everything Imaging.
Manic dubstep tracks, furious dancing, and Red Bull, all made for the perfect night at the Vogue Theater for the regionals of the Red Bull DJ 3-Style Challenge.
Out of all the 3 styles, this is guaranteed the best crowd we have ever had. Yo, y'all getting busy. I'm down to come back to Indiana anytime.
Tell me what you guys are looking for this year in the competition.
Well, we're just looking forward to finding a DJ who is well-rounded and really can push what 3-Style is all about, which is really just being the best party rock, original, creative DJ you can be. We got 5 categories that we judge on, which is creativity, track selection, stage presence, crowd response, technical skill. It's like such an inspirational thing to see because you got all these guys being so creative and they're just all at the top of their game, and you can't help but just get excited and use that to your advantage. You know, you want to go home and start working on your own stuff too.
You get the little itch?
Oh, of course. Oh man, the whole time you just sit there and you watch, you're like, I see it, I see it.
It's been a long time coming, a lot of work, so I'm really excited about everything. I think it's going to be a great event.
What can we look forward to tonight?
a great party, a lot of technical skill. I mean, all these DJs are incredible. You know, they weren't selected to get in; they had to battle to get in with the online submissions. So I mean, you're gonna see a lot of tricks, a lot of exciting stuff.
What is the difference between DJing in a club and DJing tonight in the battle?
Here, it's kind of like be yourself, and like with the club, you kind of have to cater to everybody.
You have to please everybody.
Yeah. But this, you gotta be yourself and show like who you really are.
Ace Bear change. Go on and do some of that real gangster shit on time.
A lot of it could be based on where you're at. So it depends on what type of crowd that you're playing for. You need to be able to play towards the crowd and entertain whoever's in front of you. So.
What makes a good DJ?
Paying attention to detail, but mostly music. If you ain't got the records, you can't do the work.
Everyone that's in the battle has got crazy skill. I think it's going to come down to the song selection and the crowd response. So I think everybody, really.
So do you think you have this cat in the bag?
We'll see.
I think everybody's a wild card.
Okay.
You can't really call what anybody's going to be doing, you know? People obviously have their strengths, but I mean, it's 15 minutes, so anything can happen.
Do you have any wild cards up your sleeve for tonight?
I do. Very short sleeves, but I got them right there.
Make some noise for Spare Change!
Don't go anywhere. We are taking a look at the cast and production of Broadway Across America's Annie.
And talks with the guys from Dacite.
I had the chance to take a look backstage at Broadway Across America's Annie. Come with me behind the scenes of this beloved story.
It's the hard knock life for us. It's the hard knock life for us.
I'm here with Garrett Deegan, who plays Rooster Hannigan in Broadway and Indy's Annie. For those who aren't familiar with this iconic show, what is the synopsis of the show and who is Rooster Hannigan?
Okay, so Annie follows little orphan Annie as she searches to reconnect with her parents because she is in fact in an orphanage. During the Christmas holiday, she is taken into Daddy Warbucks' mansion where he soon falls in love with her and decides he wants to adopt her. Rooster comes in, he's the villain, he kind of throws the wrench in there. He pretends to be Annie's long-lost parents with his girl Lily. And the motive is to steal this $50,000 reward that Warbucks has put up for her parents. So, I don't know. It's a bad guy. It's one of the best times I have.
The best part about the show, though, is not only are all the lovable characters lovable, but the villains are lovable as well.
Yeah.
Yourself, Miss Hannigan, who's fantastic in the
Right.
show, and your production where you end up doing your Easy Street show. I mean, that dance move,
Oh, yeah?
I'm just saying,
Thank you.
that's fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, you gotta use those Gumby limbs you got, you know. Use what your mama gave you.
Absolutely. I would say, I mean, yours are pretty extensive here. I'm just saying here, dude. That's impressive.
And the legs too. Yeah, there's a long span.
There's a long span right there, which you guys do across the entire stage. And of course, then I have to ask you, of all the numbers in the show, what's your favorite?
I'm biased doing Easy Street, you know.
Great number.
I love the grime of the number, the big rhythm section. It feels like a big band jazz number, you know.
Absolutely.
I love that. And if it wasn't for that, I love listening to little girls. Lynn Andrews, who plays Miss Hannigan, just sings it fantastically well. And then the orchestrations are really rich in that number. Lots of weird sounds and trumpets and cool instruments that I always pick out different every time. So.
One of my favorites, of course, has to be The Hard Knock Life.
Yeah.
It gets stuck in my head, and even though I don't know all the lyrics, I kind of hum through and make them up as I go along. And there are a lot of kids in this show. How do they do the whole balance of being on a Broadway show, traveling across America, and school?
They surprise me, really. They go to school during the days. We have a tutor that travels along with us. But then they're still doing 8 shows a week, so their load is even heavier than the adults.
Wow.
And I don't know, they don't lose focus, they're respectful, and they work really hard, you know? They know how serious this is, and they have their parents here to guide them as well. So they've taught me lessons. I wish I could have been that disciplined when I was 9, 10 years old, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well,
Thanks,
thank you
man.
so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Check out the rest of the Broadway Across America season on their website. Still to come in 2015, we have Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat at the beginning of April and Beauty and the Beast in May.
Really look forward to Beauty and the Beast. Hands down, my favorite Disney film.
It is pretty amazing. We've actually been able to see a lot of great Broadway shows through Real Scene TV. Elf at Christmas, Flashdance.
Addams Family the Musical, Ghost the Musical.
My favorite, American Idiot, the Green Day American Idiot.
That one was really unique.
Very artistic. And it's so great. Broadway brings out so many different talents, diversity. There's something for everybody at a Broadway show, and so many of them come to Indianapolis.
We are very fortunate in Indianapolis and to showcase it all here on Real Scene TV.
Speaking of Real Scene TV, stick with us. We have an interview with Dacite right after the break.
Don't go anywhere.
Clothing for Real Scene TV, brought to you by Plato's Closet. Visit us on East 96th Street in Fishers.
Give me a microphone, give me a stage, I'm a so my ass off while they play, yeah. I'm hungry like a beast, don't need a knife, I'm a sick my teeth and it'll be when it's just right.
You guys just heard On a Roll by Dacite. Guys, this is exciting stuff. You guys are gonna have a CD release show in March 20th at the Vogue. How much does it cost for me to get there?
$10.
What was that? $10?
$10.
It's $10, y'all.
That's it.
But what's great about this is you're gonna be showcasing your new songs from your new CD. This is your first, right?
This is our very first. Accumulation of a couple years of work and finally coming to culmination in something really awesome.
So tell me about the songwriting process. Who writes most of the songs? Is it mostly you? Is that what you said?
Well, it's mostly between me and this guy, Mr. Ben Jarvis. We kind of get together the lyrical content, and then we come to these guys and flesh the rest of it out and, you know, make whatever edits that we need to. But, I mean, we mostly work on it as a body, as a unit. So that's what we do.
If you guys go on tour, you hit it huge, who would you want to go on tour with? What would be the band, the dream band that would just mold you guys all together so I can know that the sound, you melt faces, dance, booty shaking.
Jamiroquai? Hear Mummies? Roots. Questlove, I love you.
You guys won a contest, a little one, right?
We won a couple of them, actually.
Like 4 big ones.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I set you guys up so you guys could talk about how great you are because you guys have won a lot of Indiana Battle of the Bands contests. Has that, like, just the indie music scene has that helped?
Yeah, it's helped tremendously. I mean, what was that? We won the one at Moe's, which introduced us to Proletarian Studios, Ken Avery, which was our first 3-song EP, which kind of got us really going on our album. I mean, we recorded for free at Ball State for a little while, and then Ken Avery kind of souped those tracks up, and we won Battle of Birdies in 2013 and Indy's Next Big Thing from Q95 in 2012.
What can I expect from the album that's going to be released?
It's going to be all of the songs that we've been working our asses off on for
4 years?
4 years, 3.5 years. Yeah, we're so ready. We've been ready to release it for 2 years now, so we're finally glad to have it done.
Well, thank you guys for coming out, and now we know. No, thank you so much. I'm so excited for the show, March 20th at the Vogue. Suit up. Guys, this is black tie affair. Ladies dress up, boys suit up. It's going to be a great, great show.
That's right.
Thanks so much for sharing the couch with us tonight. It was a great show, but most importantly, we want to know what you thought about tonight's episode. Reach out to us on social media and tell us what you think.
You're in for a special treat. We are doing back-to-back episodes of Real Scene TV, so you can catch us next week on the couch here at our studios in the 247 Sky Bar.
Followed by a new, what is that?
Wow, bam, it's just buzzwords. Oh, don't talk about my future wife that way.
Please, you really want to date her?
No, I want to marry her.
Ew.
What?
Ew. To take the turntable by stone setting your standards in the wild world of dubstep.
Real Scene TV is brought to you by Top Shelf Productions.